Back in November, I had a dream about fireballs falling in the sky. A rapture dream, right? It was pretty crazy. At some point, I also had another dream about fireballs. Um, but someone just let me know that in a few days, and well, now it's actually tomorrow, Tuesday, the 12th, that there will be the biggest fireball meteor shower in hundreds, at least, right? At least hundreds of years. It's about to happen tomorrow. When I had that dream, I knew. That's at least I felt that. I believed that when there were fireballs everywhere, that the rapture was about to happen. And I'm not date setting. I'm not promising that the rapture's tomorrow or like that soon. It's soon, but I don't know the date for sure. But just saying, you may want to pay attention to this fireball meteor shower because it's insane how prophetic that is with my dream. Like, there were fireballs just falling everywhere in the sky, and in the biggest meteor shower, fireball meteor shower, is about to happen in our entire lives, in the entire history of, how old is the USA? Well, it's longer than the history of the United States, right? At least hundreds of years. It's insane. This is a big deal. I'm going to listen to God and to warn you guys to pay attention to this meteor shower. I believe he wants me to. I mean, why else would he give me a rapture fireball dream? Like, I didn't even know how to explain it when I had that dream. I didn't know what to call it. Like, I didn't know. I literally called it in my first video. I was like, it was like a kind of like a ball of fire. And I'm like, the more I looked into it or realized, at some point I'm like, oh, those are fireballs. It's like, wow. Like, 'cause I don't know a lot about like meteors and stuff like that. I don't look into that stuff, or like at least I didn't before. Recently I've been believing the rapture has a high chance of happening on a Tuesday, because several people have reported having rapture dreams lately where they were very specifically raptured on a Tuesday. For example, someone dreamed of being raptured while they were at work, but they only work at that place specifically on Tuesdays. I could be wrong, but it may literally just be in 3 days. Now, this is when I wrote it. I wrote it a couple days ago. So maybe the rapture will be tomorrow on Tuesday. I don't know. And obviously, it won't be Tuesday in all of the world, just how the timing works. But, like, I don't know. Just look up, for your redemption literally will draw near, because it says when you see all these things begin to happen, it's near. They've long began to happen. They've been happening for a little while now, haven't they? Yes, it's near. It's so soon. Jesus is almost here. The rapture. We're going up, guys. All I know is God specifically gave me a dream back in November showing me fireballs falling in the sky, and I just found out we are about to have the biggest, and I just found out that we are about to have the biggest fireball shower in a very long time. And obviously, going back hundreds of years, they would not have had a good way to record this stuff. So this it very well could be the biggest fireball meteor shower ever. Ever. It might be. If you're paying attention to the signs, just how many big major weather events, new records being broken daily, it certainly feels that way, if not at least weekly. Like, every other day there's something I keep seeing on the news, like, oh, the biggest flood this place has ever had, the highest temperatures the state has ever had. It just keeps happening. The birth pangs are so intense, and people are dismissing it because they're like, oh, it's just man-made weather. Listen, I could care less who made it. God said it would happen. It's happening. So pay attention. God knew that would happen. God knew that there would be man-made weather, if that's what it is. He still said it would happen, and it's happening. So obviously, his return is imminent, Right? And some of my other rapture dreams, I still don't know what they're about. One of my favorite Rapture dreams was the water volcano dream, where there was a volcano that was spewing water, and it's like bubbles of water. And I didn't that didn't make any sense. Like the opposite of water, fire comes out of those. What does that mean? And I'm still not 100% sure, but since I've had that dream, I've seen things in the news that have to do with water and volcanoes. And man, there's been so many eruptions going on in the world. Like the percentage, just it's crazy how much more active volcanoes are in the last few weeks. It's insane. Um, Man, guys, we do not have much time. God is warning us. Pay attention. Stop telling us that we're crazy. Even if you're a Christian, like, why are Christian? Like, I get it if unbelievers are calling us crazy. I could care less. But like, it just drives me crazy. Like, why do Christians hear people preaching the rapture and they're like, stop doing that. No, only spread the gospel, nothing else. Don't tell me about the rapture. I don't want to hear that. Guys, it's in the Bible. If you don't believe that, I don't know what to tell you. You don't believe me? Is that what it is? You don't believe me? You don't believe that God's talking to me in dreams? Why does the Bible say in the last days that he'll give us dreams and visions? Do you not have eyes to see or ears to hear? But it's okay. It's okay if you don't agree when the rapture is. As long as we can all agree that Jesus is still coming very soon. Therefore, the message does not change, because the only point of this is to get people to Christ while there is still time, because I'm saying time is almost out. And if you don't agree that time is almost out regardless, because you are never promised your next breath. So the message still never changes. Let's not argue about it, even if you disagree. What does the Bible say about that? It says, I'll have to look up the verse, but it basically says, don't argue with people over secondary things. It's just causing so much division. And the Bible also talks about despise not prophesying, test every spirit. But so many people, they're so quick to be like, nope, not true, not at all. Nope, God said you wouldn't know the day or the hour, so I'm just going to throw out all these other verses that explain that we're supposed to look for these signs. And if you're paying attention to what's going on outside your world, I don't know, it's like outside your window, what's going on in the world, it's like they line up. The Bible says, look for all of these signs. People are like, earthquakes? Yeah, we've always had earthquakes. So no, you're lying. It's wrong. It's like, oh, it's so exhausting, because it's like, guys, listen, focus, pay attention. I didn't say just because there was one earthquake about Jesus coming soon, that doesn't make any sense. No, it says look for earthquakes and pestilences and all of these things. Like, I don't have the verse open to me right now, but like, there's so many things, and they're all happening, and you're like, but they've always happened. Not like this. Never before in history have all of the signs been happening all simultaneously at such an intense high level. How do people not see it? Are you saved? Or are you going to be taken as a thief in the night? I hope that's you. I hope you're saved, but you're just not paying attention to the signs. I don't know. I don't know. We're always still learning, guys. But like, just get right with God. Don't argue about secondary things. The timing of the rapture is a secondary thing. But I'm allowed to preach it because I believe it soon, and like, get right with God. Come on. All right. God bless you guys. Peace.